ụmụ Igbo ụmụ ụwa niile ya mara unu mma ebe ọbụla ịnọ kịta bụrụ ụtụtụ ezawo ọsị gị ụtụtụ ọma ebe ọbụla ịnọkwanụ kịta bụrụkwanụ ehihie a na-egbu achara na-eto ọsị gị ehihie ọma ebe ọbụla ịnọkwanụ kịta bụrụkwanụ abalị the fearless king eze ụzọ nke mbụ ofu onye ịnaman na-ati ma ọsị gị abalị ọma nnọọ nke unu ga-eli ama nke unu nke ga-elikwe n'unu ama mfụta unu ife mmụọ bụ eze awọ na-apụta ebe a day by day bụ ifunu ga-eji wee baa uru of ọdịnala unu and ka m na-fight for ọdịnala unu ka m na-emekwa ka unu mara that na there is no forgiveness in sin. So any mkpụrụ ịkụrụ n'ụwa ị ga-aghọrọkwa ya. All my message. Enwere nwanne anyị nwoke ọma anyị ga-anabata n'ụbọchị today. Ya na ọ bata onye ọma na USA ọ kọwala anyị onye ọ bụ. Enwesịkwara nsọm ajụjụ ndị anyị ga-ajụgasị ya today. Wee nyekwe n'okwu maka ife SARS. Unu mana I was saying it. They should tell Ojonu Oboso to pack out of this protest. But he refuses. Now the protest has no more energy. The energy the protest has now is the energy to clear you all that IPOP is just a cultist group. And that's why they take oaths. Because only narcotists will be a choky banye as if you take oaths. You have to believe yourself. You have to be yourself. Not only you go die. Be yourself. Now the protest of SARS are there Nuzukwe. If I Nuzukwe now IPOP are burning everywhere. Igbo people are killing, Igbo people are burning, Igbo people are destroying. Now they put up or see that now Boko Haram will be this play to Nigerian government when they start. Hey, back to the one side. I need energy in corner now. No one need it. But for now, I need it. Have this peaceful protest get on. Here hijack the IPOP according to Wazulike. Here hijack the Radio Biafra according to Wazulike. Uche Mefochi hijack here. A potassium on Nigeria. They have sold it to Nigeria. So no Sabu, you don't call name, but in that it was Uche Mefo Sabu. Uche Mefo where put that we go on here. So my we are not now. Remember you tell us command and control. Command and control of what? Of Biafra, cause you Luciana. Only national in Nigeria. The personal point this war is not there. It's not there with you guys. So we go die, but it's not there. When your first territory, you think with your mind. Kill them, bring them down, we go kill them. We. But he is not there. Bana to go Diego, he's not there. Baga Wako, he's not going to be there. More, I become ready to die at any fucking time. At least Nachi today, we better go there and a second son came. enwere egwu anyị ga-akpọ wee nabata our brother. Anyị nabata ha anya ya gaa n'ihu. So, Yamalagima, our good brother, you are welcome to the palace of Alokose.
Thank you, my brother.
Palace of the second son, UGOCHUKWU. The palace of Ofonye, Ebuzo, Kembo, Nalibo land. I'm ready to die. I'm ready to live, and I'm ready to carry any cross for Igwe, because my mission is to speak out truth and to stand. So you are highly welcome, because like without wasting time, where you are broadcasting with us from.
Thank you, Ezao. May you live long. May you live long. My brothers, my brethren, my comrades, I thank you this afternoon here, United States of America. As I always said, in Dallas, Texas, to be precise. Today is a good day. Today is a wonderful day. My names are Innocent Onyekachukwu NMARAM UGOCHUKWU. The only UGOCHUKWU that can tell you the truth. The only man, fear no man, fearless.
Hey, man, and they go after na they carry fearless. So,
And let me tell you, my brothers and sisters, my brethren, and my comrade, I have to put that comrade because I know why I'm putting it, and people who on that caliber knows what that means. The life we are living today is not by any human, it's by the grace of Almighty Chukwuka. The name has been there before any other person can pronounce it. We know it, you know it, and everyone's of being a Biafran and Igbo knows that name, what it means. Chukwu Okike Abiama. And that's one thing I want to please, as I'm pleading my own agenda, my own spirit, things I do is different from others. Be you who. As this program is going on, I plead you, please, whoever comment anything, don't delete it. It doesn't matter if it's a threat. It doesn't matter. It's the worst comment about you will die. Your mother is dead. Your mother is Hausa Fulani. You pray. Don't worry about it. Don't delete nothing. And as that is accepted, thank you so much. And why I don't want all this thing to be deleted is this, because time is coming when we go back for the reference. And the reference is one. What did you say about me? What did you say about my family? And what did you say about my life? Because I have the right to defend my life anytime, any day, anywhere. And that would be a reference for that. So if you want to comment, watch what you say, because it may come back to haunt you. And what I say, I will stand for it, and I will stand by it. Okay, thank you so much. That is clear away. I am, as I said, NMARAM UGOCHUKWU, the member, executive member of IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, lead of then by Nnamdi Kanu. I am the executive officer for financial department, lead by Nenyanya, but every decision made there is from me. And if you call me, I will tell you. Any money, anything that comes in, how we raise money, all the ideas come from NMARAM UGOCHUKWU. So when I say, I know what I'm saying. I don't propaganda. I am a man of action. I say I do. Every IPOB executive knows me. And when I say it must come to pass, here in the United States of America, I the one who made that IPOB what it is in America. But remember, there's two kinds of IPOB. One of being a Biafran, and one being as an Igbo, you already IPOB. But as an organization, it's a different thing. So people have to understand between IPOB and IPOB. As long as you're a Biafran, you're an IPOB. As long as you're an Igbo, you're an IPOB. But if you want to belong to the organization, that's another IPOB. The one led by Nnamdi Kanu. And who are the people who register it? My name is there. Clifford Iraya, Dr. Iranya is there. Engineer Ikenawan Nenyi is there. Nnamdi Kanu name is there. The one we register here in the United States of America. So I am if I can tell you, as long as America IPOB is concerned, I am the founding father, the member of the founding father of IPOB. So what I say, I stand by it. Now, I think you people can get the picture clear. But I have to hand over to, and before I go, to hand over to Ezao, I am the continental rep of North America continental rep, which means I am in charge of the whole United States. I am in charge of the whole Canada. I am in charge of Mexico and Ireland, which is under North America. And any other country that is under America, I am in charge. And I worked very well, because what the Biafran struggle is today, I am part of it. Thank you, Ezao. You take it over from me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Emana tupu anyị aga n'iru, enwere ọtụtụ ihe na-aga na Nigeria.
Yes.
Before anyị abịa jụwa gị, because enwere ajụjụ ndị anyị na-edere ịjụ gị for all you just explained.
Yes.
Mana before anyị ajụọ gị dị ajụjụ, ka anyị legodi anya ife na-aga on na Nigeria. You know, when this protest started, it started peacefully. It started with the focus. It started with the spiritual agenda. But as I'm talking to you now, the protests have slumbered. And my full mindset of the spiritual is saying that the agenda or the plan of UGOCHUKWU towards us, that many have come, cry for it, die for it, sacrifice their life for it, give all they can for it. But they did not see even 20% of what they are fighting for. And in mankind, I was like appreciating God in a situation like this, because this is when he intervened.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is when he do intervene. And when I advise as former IPOP member, or as still current, because we are coming back to that.
Yes. And before I go to that question, I want to clarify something.
Okay.
Very, very important to do. When you talk of IPOB as an organization, yes, I am one of the founding father of indigenous people of Biafra here in the United States. And that was when it was a struggle. That was a group of people who come. A group of people who come to save his people before it was prescribed a terrorist group due to mischief of the miscreants and their supremo. But when I established it, we have one goal in mind, and that goal is to Biafra. But when let me stop this call.
See there. Una forgo that no matter the situation at hand, we are going to speak out the truth.
Okay, am I back?
Because only the truth can save us. So go ahead. You're welcome back.
I guess you can hear me, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I hope my voice is audible.
Go ahead. I can hear you very well.
I want to make my audible for me here too. Okay. If I've been heard, I think.
Go ahead. Go ahead. It's like we are having some kind of distraction from our border network, but it is well. So, like I was saying, I was sent to stop evil. I was sent to speak truth. If you feel or think you are able, capable, fit to stop the second son of UGOCHUKWU that come or came to speak out truth, then you must be joking.
Okay, I'm back. All right.
You mute your mic, right? Go ahead. We can't hear you, right? Hello?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you, yeah.
Okay. Very sorry, the viewers and the other. I'm very sorry.
No problem.
Oh yeah, na akpọ my honey. I'm my honey.
Yes.
Um, but I should continue where I stopped before the introduction. So one thing I want to get straight for people, the viewers, to understand that when we found the IPOB, it was found in an agenda to restore Biafra. And then there's nothing like, no matter what we did, we're on the line of freedom fighters. I am on the line as an activist. But remember, before you come to answer that name and an activist, as I know here, the whole wide world and here in America, you have to give up your life, your freedom of enjoyment, but not of freedom of humanity, because that's what you're fighting for. I give up freedom of enjoyment and life of all these worldly things. So death is not anything to me. I don't give a dust about it. But as long as your people has their freedom, may God be the glory. Now, so on that seat of finding IPOB and being a founding father of it here in the United States, is a platform to free my people before it was hijacked, become a business entity. And then after that, they called it, or they pronounce it, a terrorist group. So that is what I want you guys to know, that when I find it, it's in a different platform, and what is running now is a different platform. Okay. And coming to your question, what is going on now for the youths for this demonstration and SARS? Sometimes something has to start something to get to where you are going to. And SARS is like a starting point that triggered everything. But the way they are going to is what matters. But the point now is, we're still going to that our goal of making Biafra to be their own, making Arewa to be their own, and Oduduwa to be their own. No, but they can ask me why. Because the same individual that making noise, bringing heads together and colliding them, is on it again. Now, the Nigerian government, that is the darkness, now have switched people's mind, trying to switch the world mind, that the protest is not about the youths. It's not about to kill that world Nigeria. It's not about to make a better living for the youths. Now they make it to be of an individual, of ethnic group, of one person, being Nnamdi Kanu, their supreme leader. You are now coming in, instigating what he didn't know about, what he didn't start. Now, instead, getting stupidity into it. And now, the government are using it against Igbo, who are suffering now, Igbo. Now, they're trying to collide our heads with Yoruba and the Hausa and their people, because that's the game they play all the time. Now, he's trying to hijack what the youth who are suffering, trying to make better for themselves. He tried to hijack it. I said it, I know it, I do it, without providing any logistics for that. Now, our people are dying. Now, they're tagging them terrorists. Now, they're tagging them murderers and robbers and killers and kidnappers. But still, all these educated illiterates that call them, we went to school. Don't you know my graduate? Oh, you can't speak good English. You can never come to Biafra land again. I owe you a debt. I do this, I do that. None of you can think. Ask a question. Ask a question to get you ask a serious question to get an honest answer. None of you. But let me remind any one of you that say you are educated. I know my business. I am a patriotic American, but in virtual, but in life, I am a Biafran American. They know me on that. That's what they call me here. That's what they know me for. You said you're educated. Let me ask you, how many years did you take you to get that your degree? How many strike? How many times are you in the class before you graduated? Because I know how many people I have sponsored in the education, how many years it took them. I know how many people, my children I'm taking care of here in the United States, how many years it took them to be a graduate. And my nephews and my cousins here. A course of 3 years, 4 years, in that Zoological Republic Islamic country of Nigeria, you take you a minimum of 12 years. My nephew, it took almost 16 years for him to just graduate because of strikes and one thing or the other. Then when you come out, you call yourself you're a graduate. God punish your ancestors if you don't know who you are. But anyway, I borrowed this custom from your leader because that's the way it is. You have to curse everybody to make a point to them. So if I'm using it to you, you can't hold me on it to hold your leader. their supreme leader, because that's how I introduce how to talk to you fools. You have to cause you people to introduce, to make sense to you guys. But now let me go back to where I was making a point before I want to call your senses back, so that you can be, you will be on point going with me. You are some leader instigating, kill who, kill Mike, kill Joseph, destroy this, destroy that. I said it. Jubilee this, jubilee that. Everybody knows that. As Igbo to Reno say, Adi Azoa for Edi Nambara. So if you know it, why can't you work on it? So that people will understand that making it a joke issue. Now, nobody is talking of those brave young boys and girls that murdered innocently on the Lekki gate. Nobody is talking about it now. What they're talking about, Nnamdi Kanu make an announcement, and Igbo trying to take over our nation. Igbo youth, IPOB, terrorist group is trying to take over Yoruba. They want to take over everybody. Can't you people reason? Does Nnamdi Kanu know how it started? Does Nnamdi Kanu pay or organize the logistics? These people make it clear. We don't have no leader. They come there and do what Nnamdi Kanu cannot do. But let me remind you guys, all you fools, where you are, our radio, there is an internet. And let me tell you, today I'm on internet, not everybody will hear what I'm saying or see what I'm saying. And that's grammar. I go to Meche library, Bache school. That fool didn't go to school. Osinagra school. I today challenge him to tell me the name of the school he went. We are in and see the funny thing. He went school in the Western world, not in Africa, not in Nigeria, in a zoo. As to say, he said he went to school in London. And London is one of the, apart from America, where I am today, London is second in command in the whole world. So their technology is one of the best. Before you're talking about Japan and any other thing, or China. So if he said he went to school in London, and I'm challenging him today to bring out the year, the class, and the school he went to get his diploma or get his certificate. You and me, we Google it. A class of 2005. Let's say we can use Cambridge. It doesn't matter. Just any school he named. Oxford. Any school he named. You will see the names of the graduates and their class. Those that graduate in honor, those that graduate at above average. Everything IQ will be listed. So if he said he did it, I challenge him to do that. Because this fool, when we were meeting some kind of important personnel, they said, okay, we have to build a biography of this leader so that we can take it to the table to make argue with it. We asked him to bring his certificate. This fool didn't bring in nothing. Now we want to use, that is why he's against Irania. We want to use the people who didn't went to school. Dr. Irania. And because of it, those people doesn't like it. Which means you guys are playing games. He's telling you America this, America that. America is not in Biafra issue for now. Even in Africa, any African issue for now. I will play a video to prove you right and prove me right. I will play it for you to see. So now we are dying. People are seeing us being the whole Igbos and the IPOB as a terrorist and the people who trying to take over the country, instead of talking about what is happening in that country called Nigeria. They're killing youths, no work, no road, no job, no food, nothing. Even the COVID-19 foods, all of that is in a warehouse every state. And remember, this supplies are from the WHO. What health organization provide that food? Not even Nigerian government. But they kept it. Not feeding the people. You guys are there suffering. Oh, they are my supreme leader, my supreme leader. Because he's inside the living room with air condition, somebody built in a foreign country, telling you to go there and die. And now, every one of us now become a terrorist. Every one of us now, they are killing us. Now we are the problem of Nigeria, instead of the government to be the problem of their people. Nobody is talking about people they killed in Enugu. Nobody talking about the people they killed in Onitsha. Nobody talking about the people they killed in Aba. Nobody talking about the people they killed in Lekki. People gone down just like that. Nobody talking about it no more. Now it's about Igbo. IPOB is trying to take over Nigeria because your supreme leader is trying to hijack what other, you know, he's a vulture trying to take what somebody killed. And you are there supporting him, my leader, and they will kill you for nothing. I think we have many things to cover on. The Nigerians need better. Who is that Nigerians? The Hausa, Fulani, and any of the Yoruba who wants to be among them. But we, the Biafrans, Biafra must come. Biafra must come. We need our own. We will need our life to control by us, not by some janjaweed. But the only way we can do that, if we come out and say the truth and be by the truth and condemn evil, no matter who is involved. Thank you, my brother. I need another question.
You are highly welcome. So, Imana, I don't know what is going on in SARS and SARS. So, from your speech, I will grab what that Nandi didn't attend any school. Now, anyway, some offices soon chocolate. So, we require for his degree or certificate of the school organ. Ajuwaya Omehuya provide. Ashike Yuzo Clifford Yuanya. No bank at the problem she partial. Thank you so much for this information, because I have been telling my boss that I don't think Nandi attend any university in London. London is a place whereby their language is English. So there is no way or how you can spend up to 5-6 years, and you are from Nigeria. You spend 5 to 6 years in London, that you cannot be able to speak perfect oral English. Except Monya Hobu, Itibombo, the worst one that knows nothing. So thank you for this information. So our next question, Abolo, Kedifi wanted to talk about the governor of River State based on his speech. I want to watch his speech.
Yes, I did. I have every information. Before anything happened, I will get information before it happened even. And for a record, Nnamdi Kanu said that, because everything is about Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu said that he has 2 million followers. But I want to put this out there. I have 1 million followers. Nnamdi Kanu, you have more than me, yes. But I want you to know that every Biafran has at least 100,000 followers. Then times it by only 20,000 and tell me where you are. As you claim you are the God, who you think that will live. Nobody else. I want you to tax it. If the whole country of Nigeria, with their soldiers and army and navy, and their yellow fever, and all the SAS and SAS and WCSSA, whatever they have, all this, they couldn't even come closer to Boko Haram, who is a few number of people. How do you think You will be who you think you are by conquering every Biafran when time comes. I am very, very disappointed for some speech you made. But let me go back to the question. The weekend of all the statement, all the press release, everything. Sometimes you don't blame people on their action. But what I will have to say about it is wrong. You first tell why, just call it the way it is. It is wrong to prescribe or to try to stop IPOB. I'm not meaning IPOB of Nnamdi Kanu. I mean IPOB of the Biafrans, indigenous people of Biafra. Because he did not make it clear. In other words, even if he make it clear, he could have make it clear that Nnamdi Kanu is wanted, and that's it. And leave the boys to fight for their freedom. That is why I said it's wrong. But is he right? Yes, in a way. If you leave what you're fighting for, you and me, and now you're against me, what do you think? I get you out before you get me out. That's the life of we're living today. If you go out there and start killing people, wanted to kill people, okay, that's your group. We're going to eliminate them. That is what it is. Because now the group is not fighting for what they believe on. They're fighting the people they're fighting for. So what do you expect? But why I am against it is he has to make it direct to Nnamdi Kanu. In other way, is for them of that Abia that put him in that situation, on that where he is today. Because it's so all Jews of Kanu make his father prince. He's not a prince before. It's all Jews of Kanu on political ground make the father the king, that he claiming to be a prince. If not that the politics that put his father, oil seller, to be a king. Now that is why he always like to speak out. I can talk to him, I can do this to him because he knows how he met them. So that is where everything is coming from. And the people, the young youths, who he's using and killing, nobody trying to think and reason like a human being or ask questions to get an honest answer. You know why? Because they are in the oath. And again, what you like is what they will use to do you what? 419. Because they're already dead people. So they're trying to see where they can see life. And now they're in a wrong hand. But trying to let them understand where they are, you become an enemy. But you are trying to save their lives. So the announcement is right. Another way is wrong first. Don't prescribe Biafrans, terrorists, or bad people because they're trying to free you and free me and free everyone out there. Not because of an individual. You're trying to make everybody to be a terrorist. That's what it is.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful that I have someone like you to the palace tonight. Nevertheless, I still said you are welcome to the palace of Ezalokusi. So our next question, Naga, as this NSAS Naga on, since you said the governor of River State didn't hit the point, what point can you really send across to Mayabas and their leader to stop being part of war that started by spiritualism of the spirit alone?
Yes, thank you for that question. I want to tell the youth of today, all those young ones who are trying to make it, but unfortunately they fall into the wrong hand of Buhari government. To not give up, to not let one person poison their mind, or two people to poison their minds. Why I say one person and two people, or any other person? Buhari is a person. Yeah, whether you call it Buhari or Jubril, but we will come to that. I don't want to go here ahead of the questions. Stay focused. Before the international world, they see, they are watching. We're coming. You must be persistent, which means you must continue even if something is happening against you. And the only way they will come is what they are doing. But first of all, I am very, very deep sorrow in my heart for the lost ones. I am very, 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 very crying in my heart, in my life of today, for the loved ones they killed. In any circumstances, there's no justificable any ground to justify of killing someone, especially when the person is not armed, especially when the person is not danger, or especially when the person is not actioning for your own danger, except actioning for his own freedom, on his own betterness. No armed, nothing. You just get him killed. It's it's against humanity. And the world is watching. But the only way this will happen when things like that happen. But they will say, if I am here in United States today, and all these miscreants, they're saying they bring somebody down, they bring Prophet Nwokolo down, they bring Jele down. Remember, Jele is not done yet. Jele will show up very soon. Okay, let me leave it there. And they're killing this, they're killing that. If I die today, what I want you people to do for me, my own comrades, continue. Don't stop, because I'm dead. The only good thing you can do for me is to make sure you forge on, to make sure Biafra is restored. But revenge, you guys who I'm talking to know who you are. Revenge every single step that come across my way. But before that, I guarantee you I will do mine before you come to that point. I'm not going down easily. Ask. People who live here in the States know who I am. Ask. Now, on that SARS, please don't make it an ethnic problem the way the Hausa Fulani want to prescribe it, so that the world will back down. The world is watching. The world is watching. And the more you continue, they must step in very soon. But the law says in the United Nations, you must be persistent for what you want, at least a minimum of 30 days. And that is why they are doing everything. Nigerian government are doing everything, agreeing everything you say to make sure you stop that protest in 30 days. So when they do that promises, they just jump out, they do the promise. And we accept. You guys continue. That is why now they come for killing. If you guys continue, the world will step in and all your demand will be fulfilled. But one thing is this: don't make any leader. My advice to you youths, never you choose a leader, because every leader they choose in that domicile called Nigeria has gone down. Either they killed you or they bribe you, or they put you on an exile. And I will give you an example of that. They killed Delegiwa. They killed Abiola. They killed, before I go there, they bribed Wazirike, even though he's still working. There's a proof for that. And they chased away your supreme leader. So, in other way, don't name no leader, but continue. Because in the history of the world, that demonstration is like the one we did as IPOB before IPOB, because what they have now is no more IPOB, it's IPONC. Indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu, no more indigenous people of Biafra. But the one one of the founding father established here in the United States, is called IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra. The demonstration we organized is the best in the world. It's still been talking about it all over the world. And now the youths of today, the demonstration of SARS is the best in the world. On that demonstration, they provide food, they provide drink, that is water, they provide electricity to charge your phone, they provide humanity, that is everything that makes life easy. Even honesty, they provide it there. It never been done in the world. That you're in a demonstration, you make a homeless a millionaire. It takes only 1 million to be a millionaire. They make a granite selling woman, a homeless, to become a millionaire, 2.something million at a spot. It never happened in the world. Some people say, if something like that may happen more, like, oh, I see you, we're going to make a millionaire, they make the person a billionaire. But it takes days before the money transfer to your account. But this is cash, immediately in your face. Never been done. That is why we are special people, the youths of today in Nigeria. I'm not talking about Biafra now. I'm talking about the youths of all ethnic groups. So continue. Don't say yes. Oh, they agree. Because what they're agreeing for, when you stop, the world will not intervene. And when the world is not intervening, they will still go back for what they've been doing. Nothing will change. You have to let yourself see what you demand doing before you stop. And I promise you, before they do that, the world will step in. United Nations will step in. America may be stepping because their hands are full now on their political ground. But let me tell you what is going on. The British is behind every single thing. And the world are keeping silent because of what they are gaining inside that Zoological Republic Islamic of Nigeria. Chevron is owned by America. IGP owned by Italy. Every single thing there is owned by who? British. Switzerland, all the money is in Switzerland and the World Bank. Germany owns every single sophisticated product you have. Germans. China, the new conqueror of the world today, is another number one. So that's the reason for all these things, for war to keep quiet. They know what is going on. But you have to be on point, continue what you're doing, don't give up, then you will get it. So where I can tell you my advice is continue, don't let one person or two people do what? To poison your mind, then you come against each other. Thank you.
You're welcome. The next Ajuju, or I choro all the Ajuju anywhere. Anywhere. What is your advice for all the representatives of Igbo land?
Thank you for that question.
Igbo.
You're highly, that is something you have to ask yourself. What did you want them to do? Because in life of today, as a black race, for me, being 27 years getting to 28 years in America. Before I come to America, I've lived in Europe. I lived in Italy for 3 years. I lived in France. I lived many places before I come to America. So some people come to Europe or come to the Western world or come to civilize the world from the village. But I'm not. I'm Lagosian, brought up. So I have taught most African countries on that business entity before I decide to go to the world and see what is inside it. So which means I have to search my heart, what I want, and then make a plan how I'm going to get it. I want to tell you, for being my stand today about Biafra and be who I am and where I am, I have got the opportunity to talk to many politicians. To the extent, I hosted politicians here in the United States. When they come to US, I am one of those people that will come to welcome them, feed them, give them that logistic they need, and who they are, then before they go back. Long time. Till I get into Biafra, and then I put myself out of it. Then, in other way, they can see me as their enemy. I'm not. Because what I'm fighting for is not for me. What I'm fighting for today is not for my own children, because they are well made. I am fighting for the unborn children of my own people, the Zulu of that Biafran nation. That's what I'm fighting for my own. Don't worry about me. I can die today or tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. My children, whatever happened to them, I have given them life. So if they cannot take care of their life and God is not with them, which means what I'm fighting is wrong. So I don't have no problem with that. But unborn children is what I am fighting for. So go back to your question. That is why I go to that of the leaders. The leaders, the ones I spoke with, are more eager to get this our dear freedom nation than you and me. But the problem is the how we are approaching them. If I cannot be a friend, your brother, your father, your mother, your uncle, and be like you, so how can I relate to you? The outside see them as enemy. We inside see them as enemy. Then how do you think things are going to work out? The approach to them is wrong, and that is why they are trying to save their own head. Because the way we're cussing them out, telling them what we are going to deal with them, forcing them for what they have to decide on their own. You are not their God, you are not their father, to talk about their mother, to tell them what to do. Everybody has his own right to live or not. You don't have no right to take anybody's life. So now you are threatening them. How do you think they will come to you? That is what I see on those leaders. Because when you talk them, when you speak with them secretly, they tell you the same thing you see, we saw it as leaders. But when we come home, we can't save ourselves. It's you that will save us. But now you are against us. That's too many ways to catch a rat. Either by a trap, or by a stick, or by food, even a bucket of water. Why can't we choose one of them than making it like they are our enemy? Ndi Botorenu say, Ewu sonokene riji omegini obidoribeji. Ago tiwe guregu with one busu. He behaved like a cat, even though all of them are cats. Or one busu. Before you know it, or to roar like a lion. He start meowing like a cat. Meow. That's what it is. We hapro. Uzo ige so. We want ande inacho. You were all gonna ori on unfu. How do you think they will go with you? But in other way, Our leaders need to stand up on their feet to condemn evil, no matter what they are getting. No matter what they are getting. Stand up to defend your people will defend you. But because you are not, then some miscreant trying to use that opportunity to come to you to make his own living, because it become a business now. So our leader need to step up and defend us, because we are ready to defend them. Thank you.
You are highly welcome. You are highly welcome, and we are always and still proud to have you to the palace of Ezalo Hussein. So our next question, Abulo, what is your advice, or what are you saying between Nnamdi Kanu and Uchemefo? I'm the IPOP member, I'm coming. Mana the same time, I didn't etinye aja na garri mmadụ na-aṅụ. Mana what I do like is to tell people the truth. People are watching to see the end, but they are still playing maturity, which I love the maturity. My name is Ade Chiniaga.
Can judge right there? Then I'll come to you.
All the necessary.
As I will, it's about a few miles away from my hometown to your hometown. People don't know about that. We are like a brothers. We are just interacting to help our people.
Yes.
Because when God help you, help others. And that's what we are trying to do. Let me come to Uchemefo. I'm going to open up. My God, my good God. There's in life that what they call a karma. NMARAM UGOCHUKWU. Let me tell you people, to be a general, I'm a people's general. You must do what? You must be in a coalition, or be at least be a leader of a coalition, not to be be a leader of a coalition, either war or anything, especially in something that is a war. Without a coalition of a war, you cannot answer a general. Look at here very well. You can see a mark. Do you see it? This is a general mark. It's not a tribal. Some people think I'm from TV when I was back home. Some people think I'm a Ghanaian. Some people think I'm a Hausa. This is not a tribal mark. This is a warrior mark. Let people ask who I am. I have lived people and come back, and everybody's safe. That's what they know as a general. Ask what happened to that. Why I have that mark now, and people in US here know who I am. Let me tell you this. Karma is a bitch. You must come back, no matter how you hide it. We are where we are today is because of Uchemefo. Biafra is not here today. It's because of Uchemefo. And before I go, or because this, let me groom myself first, my people. Just give me a second, because it's getting interesting now. Let me groom myself. Now we can talk. Now we can talk. The situation before I go, Ezawo, I hope we have time, because I'm not in a hurry.
Enough time.
If it's too much, we can go what you call break for refreshment. Then we come back. Thank you. Thank you. You have asked me a question, and I wanna make a request. before I answer this question, because it's going to lead me a lot of places. And they're going to lead me another question. So I want you to put that song again so that our people will listen to it, please. Just take your time and make it right. A little bit volume if you can.
Oh no, Jawanya. Oh, you don't know guy Jawanya. Ah. Yes. You can turn it off. I'm ready. Yeah, man.
Udo Derege. May your day belong.
And also
May your
with you.
day belong.
And also with you.
Somebody sent me because some people are not wanting to mention their name. Somebody sent me a message. Why are you jumping up? It says Awo is the one interviewing you, and you are jumping up, and you are in America. I did not respond, but I have many things to respond to him, but I did not. I choose not. You know why? One, BBC have what they call a BBC Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
CNN have a CNN all over the world. But we're not going there. We're here there today to educate our people as a brothers and friends, cousins, father, whatever you can call it. And our mama, Mwidi, that's two brothers. So it's more than what you're thinking about ethnic things. It's about blood. That is why I'm here today. As I will do the review. Whoever fight for freedom, whoever fight for life, may your days belong, and you are one of them. May your days belong. Now, let me go to Uchemefo. Uchemefo is the problem that we haven't got Biafra today. And you can ask me why. All the efforts we made to achieve Biafra was thwarted by Uchemefo on our executive meetings of GOS, the whole powerful GOS that the whole world, even Nigeria, is scared of, because we are made up with men of dignities. And I'm not here to call their names no more. I've passed that stage. Uchemefo started this nonsense. Forget that there is a karma. But it's about to start. It's not, now they're trying to control it. You know why they're trying to control it? Because Uchemefo is still getting some change, some money. He's still getting some money. Some, not that he's getting all of the money, why their boss and Nyanya are controlling the world and the minds of Biafrans. Hold on, everything will be blown out of proportion when every single way which you're collecting money is closed down. But there's somebody I want to mention, Biafrans listen, who is another, the devil reincarnation, the Satan behind like Abakari of Buhari. People think it's UTMF. It's not. Is the guy known as he's living in Australia, or former. People don't know who is a former. But I don't want to call all these little boys, young boys, suffering, who are eating aduro wherever they are. Those ones in Israel, those ones in Spain, those ones in wherever you are in Europe. They're eating aduro. I have passed aduro. Now we are the people providing jobs for patriotic living. So, which means go to my Facebook, you will see where I am interacting with the whole American police. Whatever they want to do, they come to me. I get to the community to make a safe community as a black neighborhood. I am the chief organizer and I'm the head. And I'm a Biafran. I can do this in America. Why can't I do it in my own land? Let me go back to the question, my brother. UGOCHUKWU is the architect of all this problem. Why the person behind it was Chukwu in Australia. I never call any name since I started this conversation. But I have to call these people's name for a reason. This radio, UGOCHUKWU have to lock it down. I am giving information because I am the founding father in America. I'm not talking about that word of IPOB. UGOCHUKWU could have stopped this radio. What he has is the power of the app, but not the radio itself. But he has the radio with Nnamdi Kanu. UGOCHUKWU is a brother to the Ekurambadu special advisor under politics of Nigeria. One. Chukwu is working for Nigerian government in Australia. Another thing. Two. Chukwu is the person that is holding the transistor of the Radio Biafra International. I'm sorry, Radio Biafra London in Australia. So he is like the re-engineer of Radio Biafra London. He holding the equipment in Australia. Why Nyanya is holding the account with Nnamdi Kanu in Germany. But remember, Nyanya related to Nnamdi Kanu. All those stories be telling us on the radio. I don't know. I never see this woman. I don't know this woman. After that, no. It's a game he used to brainwash even me. But I have woke up. Finally, they are related. And this woman has to do what she's doing because she don't have no husband. Husband is an old white man. And the Biafrans are the people in servicing her. If you quote me, put me in court, I will go there and defend it. Let me leave that aside. Let me go to the point again, because that's why I said this answer will bring another questions, thousands of them. Chukwu, who is in Australia, is the person holding the transformer or transistor, whatever you can call it, who is engineering part of Radio Biafra London. That is why whenever nothing have happened in Australia, because he is the key, like Abakari being the key of Nigerian government behind Buhari or late Buhari, which I can confirm is a late Buhari. So, Chukwu not UGOCHUKWU, UGOCHUKWU is the problem that, and is the key of why Radio Biafra London is still on the air now, and it's in Australia, because it's time to open the can of worms so that Biafrans will save their life. Now, UGOCHUKWU is the one primarily controlling the what do you call it, the website with UCMFO. That is why when something happens, all UCMFO will tell you, because that's how they're making their own money. Why not the Kanu? That's the agreement they had to themselves, making money for worldwide contribution, which is a lot of money. But the money coming from the website and the Radio Biafra and other things are what UCMFO and the UGOCHUKWU are sharing. Now, why then Nyanya is getting her own cut for whatever he deposited in account, getting his own share from there. At least the interest can give her something. It's a contract. Now, UCMFO, when we were trying to make Biafra go on, everything started when Nnamdi Kanu was, to be honest, kidnapped, or in other way, in a political form, arrested. And why he was arrested and coming to that? Get your pens and paper down, or questions I'm going to answer. The arresting of Nnamdi Kanu is the downfall of Biafra. You know why? Because you have a purpose of enriching your pocket and being firm. Nnamdi Kanu is looking a way to become the president of Nigeria to get his own chair. Biafra is nonsense for him. For we who are insiders, we tell you that. Now, when they arrest Nnamdi Kanu, but please ask me the question why they arrest Nnamdi Kanu. That's another question, so that I'm not going to go ahead and explaining that and forget about UCMFO. When Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, he went to Kuje prison. They asked him, I hope you're hearing me, because this phone. Okay, I hope you people are hearing me.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. When Nnamdi Kanu was arrested and put in a Kuje, not in Kuje, in DSS dungeon. Now, we don't even know that he was arrested. But being how sophisticated we are, being who we are as a DOS, the most powerful and honest individuals in different capacity put together in humanity or freedom fighting, we have to make sure everything is out for the public, and we find out that he's arrested. Now we're trying to see how we are going. I want to give you background before I come to UCMFO why what is happening. Because if I don't give you that insight, your people cannot understand what is going on. So when we're trying to set Nnamdi Kanu free, that I said, who people who knows me, that I said I will never disappoint my people, and I will never disappoint Nnamdi Kanu over my dead body. Till people disappoint me, especially when Nnamdi Kanu disappoint me. People can disappoint me, I can go ahead fight for them because the platform is still there. But when the head disappoints, which means the platform is broken, so it's hard to defend for the people. So that is why I'm here today, to save my people's life. Now, when Nnamdi Kanu was in a Kuje prison, now in a dungeon, we are trying to save this guy's life so that Biafra struggle continue. In other struggle of freedom, when your leader is gone, you appoint this person immediately. That's what the Cameroonians did, who they are Bosonians. And that's what they did. That's why they're moving on. When that's what South Africa did. That's why they're moving on. And immediately they killed what they call him. I call him. His name is coming. When so they kill him, that's when Mandela stepped up. So you cannot continue hoping, but you have to let somebody start there so that where you are fighting for your leader, once he come out, he take over again. But we didn't do that because we are special breed, because we know our power. Now, Uchemefo trying to take over. We said, yes, you are going to take over, but we have to put everything in line so that the people will not lose hope. Then, to the extent some people called me when they're trying to preach me to back down, of making sure we save this guy's life and move on. I said, no, I have to save him. He said, we have to move on. He has done his time. He's Moses. He's Joshua that take the Israelites to the promised land. I know the people who called me, and the prominent people and the IPOB called me. I said no, because I vow that I will never let this guy go except he let me go in a wrong way, because life matters. So we continue. Uche went ahead and bring Barrister Obeta into the struggle. That's the downfall of this Biafra and the IPOB. When Obeta is coming in, the family, which Nnamdi Kanu proscribed 419ers, the people that doesn't have a heart to their people, thieves, rogues, robbers, that should not be into this struggle, have went ahead and get a lawyer that could have saved him in one way or the other. But when we have our executive meeting, we said Nnamdi Kanu is over a family to take care of this time. That we, the Biafrans worldwide, is ready to save him. And when we have that meeting, we say we're going to provide a lawyer. That the one they provide is okay, but we're going to find somebody we are comfortable with. On DOS meeting we are having, which before said, oh, I have a prominent lawyer. The wife is a lawyer and he's a lawyer too. Even the wife is more stronger than him, which means, you know, in the world today, how powerful women are in everything they do. We sometimes we look women down, but the women are very powerful. Okay, we say, okay, as a second in command, now the first in command is not there. You are our first in command. Your Highness, sir, go ahead and introduce the person. He named the person by Barrister Obeta. Because time is kicking out. They're torturing this guy so bad because we have all information you can imagine of on this struggle from Hausa people who are Christians and inside, giving us every information we need. Not even our people, because our people don't have information. Every one of our leaders don't have no information about Nigeria. All the idea is for their own pocket, making their money. They don't know what is happening. If you quote me wrong, go to the Senate, go to the reps. If you see, you will see them there sleeping when they're making their laws. I know what I'm saying. And when I was often, I don't want to make a secret, that is an important decision. They're having a meeting, none of our people will be there. Even it happened today under Osebanjo. I know what I'm saying and I stand for it. So it's okay as you, as the person in command, if bring the person in name or better. Now time is kicking out because this guy, they're torturing him to kill. He's naming our names. He named my name more than 4 or 5 times. Give the all the information. But I'm above human destruction. Buhari can't do shit. Nigerian government can't do shit. I'm in America, a land of Democrats, the land that has law. So I'm not scared of all those ones. And you have to get money to get a good lawyer. I'm not boasting of that. That bygone. Now, the thing is this: when Uche mentioned Obeta, we said, okay, as a leader, we approve them. Now we're supposed to write what they call a power of attorney. And that power of attorney, let me tell you people who's supposed to sign it. The head of the directorate, which is Uchenna Siebu Elias Omiomio. The head of the coordinators of all coordinators, COC, Dr. Clifford Iranya, and our prominent brother, and a barrister for that matter, Imam Mezu, supposed to sign it, and Uche Mefo supposed to sign it. These 4 people, I didn't mention my name, but if you go where it's supposed to be, all the DO is supposed to put their signature there before it's very. But if these 4 people or 5 I mentioned, Asiebu, Dr. Iranya, and Barrister Imam Mezu, which is, Barrister, Lord Barrister Imam Mezu. You know, if Supreme Leader can answer the Supreme for life, why can't I give you your own Lord? You merit it. Yeah, oh, it's not by giving, it's by appointing by the whole British Lord House. Lord Barrister Imam Mezu and Uche Mefo. These 5 people suppose, when they sign it, then they're on behalf of the DOS, the ruling committee, or they put our names, we sign it. But being our good heart, we say, time is running out. Before they can mail it or they can send it, I do it, which can take maybe less than 2 hours. Everybody will get it because some people are sleeping while we are awake. So some people are awake while we are sleeping. So it may take a little time for all the signatures to go through. And because we love this fool so much, we say, go ahead and sign it and send it in immediately so that this guy can go to work immediately the next day. When Uche Mefo signed it, now he's the only person that has the power of attorney about this case of Nnamdi Kanu. The lawyer the family got for this struggle. Why I'm saying this is for the record, because I told my fellow DOS members, let's come out and tell the world what is going on. They said, no. Because I'm a vocal person, I'm one of the most hated person there. But I don't give a fuck. I'm an activist, a freedom fighter. If you cannot say the truth, you don't want it to be, as Imam Mezi said. If you cannot die for what you believe on, you are not worthy to live. This is Imam Mezi. That's why I love him so much. We have our differences, but I love him so much. So when Uche Mefo signed this, I asked Peter, it's okay, go ahead and send it in. He sent it in. The lawyer that Kanu family brought, we called him before that, say, look, it's true that the people, the family have paid you to go to Lagos to represent the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. But the Biafrans that governed by DOS is saying that we want to make that choice for ourselves because it's above a family. So we are going to pay you whatever these people are going to pay you so that you will back down and we introduce our own faith. He said, okay, I said Biafran because I'm a Biafran. He said, okay, no problem. That we are going to use you in any other place we need you because this is a very big case in one way or the other. It's okay. And what you are all looking for is what I'm looking for. With all pleasure, I am. But to let us know that the family already paid him. I said, okay, we make a decision, keep that money. We are going to refund the money back to the family. And we refund the money back to the family. And the lawyer still keep that money. Now, all better start work, went straight and doing a good job for the first week, second week. He went straight to Lagos. When he at Lagos, not knowing that night, they arrested this fool. They transport him to Abuja immediately. I hope the world is listening. I hope Biafrans, all these miscreants are listening. Because our DOS didn't step up and tell the world the truth so that we could have been in a better place today. But all of them, it's okay. We don't have to do that. We're going to keep their mind. Then we're going to battle. If you say we are whiter than white, whiter than snow, why can't you stand for the truth and let the people know what is going on? They didn't do that. And I keep on lamenting. They did not do that. The way one day was lamenting, let's do an audit so that we know our fate, where were they. Everybody said no. It's only means that support one name. Then they put it on. We failed the vote. That's where we are today. Our money is being looted. None of them coming out to speak. Anyway, that's another program. Now, when this Obeta went to Lagos, they already transferred Nnamdi Kanu to Abuja. Do you know he was there trying to make a press release? When he was making press release, I'm now in Lagos, looking for an innocent person kidnapped by the DSS of Nigerian government. That's what we get information. We called him when he was standing early in the morning, making a press release news that the person you're talking about is no more there. He's in Abuja. Now he hurried up on that press release and we fly him to Abuja. Before he gets to Abuja, they already stated this guy in a court in Abuja. He's in the court that morning in Abuja. But being God, being a good God, being the God knows that we are fighting to win, not to lose. Being the God that knows that our hands, every one of us, especially in the US, are clean of his arrest. God brought out a lawyer. And this young man haven't met Nnamdi Kanu for the first time in his life. He never know, even he's not an IPOB member. But based when we talked to him, he said, I am in the court. My people, just stay with me because I'm coming back to Ushemefo. I am in the court. I see some movement. Being a lawyer, being in the court for many times, so many years, I can see when something fishy is going on. Something is going to happen. So when the court is over, they want to try Nnamdi Kanu. When the court is over, everybody gone. They do what they want, and that is the end of him. So I stayed back. So as God be the glory, I tried to look by the side of the door. I saw a young man they covered him, hold him down, tried to sneak him into the waiting room. But the glance I see, because of the pictures I see, I said it looks like a IPOB leader. He doesn't even know his name very well. IPOB leader. So he doesn't want to leave the court ground. So they did everything for him to leave his ground. Now they have to bring Nnamdi Kanu out when almost everybody gone. And so they tried to bring him out. He called his colleagues on phone. Everybody right back to the court. Some of them, most of them who are around, run back to the court and sit with him. So, you know, the procedure when you're about to marry, the priest will ask you, whoever has anything to say about this marriage can stay up and say something now or stay silent forever before everything goes on. But nobody stand up. But on this case, they have to ask Nnamdi Kanu as a law, not as a law. You have to ask the person, do you have a lawyer? When he asked Nnamdi Kanu, do you have a lawyer? Before Nnamdi Kanu, because he has no faith, he don't know that we are getting a lawyer for him anyway, you can't blame him. Trying to stone this individual stand up, the barrister stand up, say, I represent him. His friends and his colleagues stand up, I represent him. This is how this case changed. Now, what they planned, they failed. He represented Nnamdi Kanu to stand for his bail. That's how it started. Then the next day, because you know, if you're driving from Abuja to the Nigerian road, it take you all day. But we put this guy in a flight. Before he get there, the court is over. Because flight has to go. We didn't give him a private flight that he can leave immediately. He has to board to get there. Before he get there, everything is over. Then the next day, he has a meeting with all this a group of lawyers that stand for Nnamdi Kanu, that secure his bail, that change the story. So this man, Barrister Obeta, declined to work with, because we want to do, this guy, I work with him, Nnamdi, to get his, secure his bail. That he's going to work with Obeta, being our lawyer. Obeta declined. Then we begged them, say, please, you have done a great job, but you are going to be with us in a time being. That's okay. Because God bring them, not me, not you, and not nobody, no IPOB brought them. It's God that brought that guy there with his people. So because of God did it, God make it work, everything work amicably. Nobody knows about it, except us, the executives. Not knowing that Obeta has something in mind, and then with Uchemefo, they have planned how they're going to live. Because everybody will try to make his own court, make his own money. Uchemefo is not contributing IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu is not contributing. We are the one contributing. I contributing as a member. I contributing as an executive. I giving a donation because I can. I have my own business. So now they are eating on the pulse of different people. They don't care how it comes as long as they're eating. So the lawyers back down. Now Obeta take up. The first week, the second week, things went fine. Till Nigeria do what they did best. The Hausa Fulani. They done what they always do best. Remember, this guy is in home. I think he resides his office in Enugu and Abuja, but based in Enugu. Be in that country, they put pressure on him. That if you continue fighting for this guy, we're going to kill you. Simple. That's but they're not going to take your license. They don't care. They're going to the highest one. We are going to kill you and make sure we wipe you and your family out. Then he gets scared. That's even he came and said that his life is in danger. These people are terrorizing him. But he's not gonna be like us, who are ready to die. So now that's when Uchemefo stepped in, because the arrangement is done. Now they're trying to make money. But when Obeta came, he said, why we choose him? That he's going to do everything on pro bono, which means it's a big English. Some people don't understand it, and me even self, as you all call me illiterate. Let me explain a little bit. Pro bono means everything is free, except the logistics, like printing a paper, filing a case, we are going to pay it. But any other thing that is free, that concerns him is free. But if you consign the government, that is, we are going to pay for it. We accept. Do you know this guy went and now they collaborate with Uchemefo, where they bring Nenianya in. When he went to do like a photocopy, he requested about 2 million, 1 million. We come and ask him, how can 1 million naira, not in dollars though, in naira, just to print a few papers, cost such amount? Not knowing when he get the money, he share it with Uchemefo. And our back. Now the family, this is when the family of Nnamdi Kanu start getting inside the struggle. Then when Uchemefo take him to the family of Nnamdi Kanu, now, what do you call him? I hate to call that name, but I have to. Fine boy and ugly boy and this and that of Nnamdi Kanu family came inside. Now they made them sit with them. Now it become aware they're going to make money, because a family of fraud always live in fraud. This is how this stupid family came into the struggle. Now and the mother become the mother of looting and everything. Okay, he come back. We had without our knowing that they are going to visit the family. We have a meeting. We asked Uchemefo, why should you lead the barrister that we brought to the family of Nnamdi Kanu? Why he said that he doesn't want any of his family to be among this struggle because they are not straightforward people. Now you did that to behind, letting us know to approve it for you to go. This one which you know that his business is open. Now we should stop coming to the meeting of DOS. Now, whatever we say, we decide to make Nnamdi Kanu come out, which are going against it because he wanna step himself up. We are the people to step you up, and we are behind you to step you up. But you have to work with us for us to do that. So this guy collect almost 4 million naira for nothing. Now, when we ask him, can you give us information how Nnamdi Kanu is doing in dungeon of Nigeria under DSS? He said he don't even come to the meeting. He never explain anything to us. We come 2-3 meetings because like every day we come meeting, every other day we come meeting because of emergency meetings, because of the situation where we are. Which don't come to meeting no more. No, barrister don't come, better don't come to meeting to explain to us what is going on. Now we have to reach to the wife, Ugochukwu Kanu. Say, look, and this guy was pregnant, this lady, I'm sorry, was pregnant of the Nnamdi Kanu's son, the one that is delivered now. She was pregnant, and because of that pregnancy, she having a problem because of the problems everywhere from the situation where she is as a pregnant woman, which everybody can understand that. Now she crying every day, never let us sleep. Now it's okay. What we're going to do, we are going to strike this because we asked Uche call meeting for more than 10 times. Every day, sometimes 2 times. So even we call the whole world meeting to ask Uche to come to the table so we can negotiate how we are going to deal with this all better. Who is not giving us the information we need? Who is not working as well as we need? All the coordinators all over the world, 2 or 3 times, which never respond. And there are the people who are there now running their mouth, my leader, my this and that. But anyway, the people who know what is happening, it's not with them anyway. I'm sorry to say, to try to categorize everybody. Anyway, after trying everything we could to make Uche come to the table so that we can get something going to save Nnamdi Kanu life, Uche thwarted it. Now, we have to take another decision because we must save Nnamdi Kanu. It's a promise we took among ourselves by fire, by force. But I will still say, Clifford Urania, whatever you did in Biafra struggle, if it is wrong, may God pay you. Whatever you did in Biafra struggle of today, in the life of Nnamdi Kanu, if it is right, may God pay you and pay you the way He pay you if it is wrong. And I want you, as I want to say, Ise, because I'm saying Ise.
Yeah, Ise. I'm just quoting it down.
Yes.
Your prophecy that you
Thank
just
you.
passed across.
Thank you. And any other person that listening or will listen to this broadcast, please type Ise if you cannot say it. If Clifford Urania ever made wrong on Biafra restoration or in the head of Nnamdi Kanu, may God, our living God, pay him back. Double upon double upon double. But if he did it good, and he does good, and did good, may God pay him double upon double upon double.
He said,
in this life we live in. He said, and the same way goes on me, on my very self, and the other DOS member. Any person that go otherwise, may God pay you in any ground you put yourself into, and may God pay me too. Now, I go back to the issue. So when we did this, when this guy collected this money and they went to the family, now the family told this thing, we're trying to make sure that the whole world know what is going on, especially the coordinators. We hold 3 meetings which didn't go on. Then the coordinators of the whole IPOB worldwide passed the rule that we have to continue to make sure we save Nnamdi Kanu. That's when we start up and call the wife of Nnamdi Kanu to come into the struggle and sign as the second king so that we can overrule Uchemefo's signature as the power of attorney signatory. Because I cannot do it. No, JS can do it because none of our signatory is there. If not, what we could do, if one of us signatory is there, we have a meeting as an executive meeting, we overrule it and take his own out at somebody else. But we can't do it because it's only him. Now we have to go back after the whole world of IPOB executives in one way or the other approved for so many attempts to bring Uchemefo and Obeta to the table, but they refused because they know what they're getting. It become a business. So that's when we bring the wife in. The wife write a letter as a second king so that he want another lawyer to represent the husband. That's when a Ejiofor coming. And a Ejiofor coming through our head of directorate, which is Uchenna Asiebu, who knows him from this family. Let me put it that way. Not to put, I don't want to mention names, but in some situation to make the fast straight, I mention names. So who brought him, and we endorsed him, and this guy went to work. Within days, he came in. That's when they grant Nnamdi Kanu from dungeon to the Kuje prison. That's when we are free. Now, having some information from him, having contact with him, so people can go there and visit him. We keep on working. We keep on working, never stop. Nigerian government try to bribe every one of us. You can listen when Abaribe said that he tried to meet to someone in Spain, talking about this Biafra struggle, about Nnamdi Kanu, and we have a meeting, and the meeting is supposed to be in Nigeria, and the executive declined. He's talking about us. He said that he give us assurance that if we come to Nigeria, that we will be safe. Nothing will happen to us. We say we don't trust Nigeria, and we know if we could have made that attempt, because everybody has his own God that guide him. Everybody has his own God that guide. If we could have made it, that's the end of Biafra struggle, and that is the end of our life. You're not gonna come from him, but they already planned it. The way they planned the king of Nzogu in Lagos on his friend's house. The guy, Yoruba guy, doesn't know about it. That is why he died with it. God bear the witness. But they still carried out by Buhari and Babangida and Co. They carried the kill of our brother. But anyway, I agree Ronsi, not to be here. I'm sorry to say so. I agree Ronsi to get it right. I agree. So they killed him. So that's what they wanted to do. I better think that we are safe, but the God that lead us, lead me. Tell them, I'm not going. If you're going, you all can go, because I know who I am. If we go, we're not coming back. And it happened. Whatever I say come to pass. Ask them. The time they went to Cotonou, whatever I told them happened. Whatever I said about this struggle about Nnamdi Kanu, it come to pass. Every single thing. I am not boasting, because I have my own spirit. Ask any officer, anyone, you tell you that Innocent said it. NMARAM UGOCHUKWU said it. But we are against it because but they don't know, they don't see what I'm seeing. That is why I'm here today. And I'm here today because they say Ijele is down. Remember, someone said that don't worry about me, worry about what is behind me. So don't worry about Ijele. Worry about what is about to come, because people more than worse than me is behind me. So getting me down is the worst you can do. Now we come to say yes, we are going to save this guy. Their wife signed the petition. Now we take it. They take it to court. When Ejiofor came in, and we change our better. changing no better. Jofo worked so hard, and now they cannot get to the Kuje prison. From Kuje prison, now everybody can go there and visit him. This is why Ojo Zokano, I said before, said that he's the first person has the guts to go and visit Nnamdi Kanu in the prison, because he knows that family very well. He's the first person that he said Nnamdi Kanu ran to the London when he was saying he declared missing. Because they only told him, because he knows the family very well. You know why? He made the father the king he said he is, because of political ground. Who knows? I don't want to go deep, but if they push me, I go deep. Who the mother is, why he made him that. But let's leave that aside for now. But that time the mother is very young. I'm very, very full anyway. Anyway, let me leave that aside. I'm not gonna go towards family affairs, but let me stick on the point. So when Ojo Zokalo is the first person that went to Kuje prison, and everybody heard him. Oh, he is the first person who, under the politicians, that can go to the Kuje without fearing and see our leader. But we haven't have our investigation straight. We keep on investigating till everything comes clear. We keep it quiet. We're trying to save the struggle. That's why we are not speaking out. That is, and I keep on telling them, we have to speak out to save the lives of our people. Because when we do demonstration, we give the guidelines how the demonstration we hold. Which when Nnamdi Kanu is in prison, we go and change the demonstration. And our people will go there, they will murder them. They will, he can say, hey, send the pictures, send everything. Make sure you take it, you send it in before the Nigerian army take your phone. When you put it on website, the world trooping to the website, and they're making money out of it. That is why a lot of youth in Nigeria today, the easiest way to make money, either by Yahoo, by 419, or by internet to Facebook, or YouTube, because that's a clean money. That's where they can make money. So everybody's in YouTube now, trying to put one thing or the other to make money. That is that's where people find out now how you can make money easily in YouTube or any social media. So when they put in that the pictures, writing a story about it, the world reading it, now they're making money. That's what they care for, but they don't care for solution. So when I get mad, everything gets bored. I become number one hated in here. Is when my troops I ordered, I sponsored to go to Aba when the first day Nnamdi Kanu came on the air. Everything went fine. When he appeared in Aba, people can remember that. I'm spending money, my own money. That money they said I made from my business, I'm spending it on them to make sure they are free. So now there's another demonstration they did. I sent, because we have to support no matter what. I sent my troops to there. The Nigerian government, the army, they kidnapped one of my boy I sent there. So when the groups came back, one of them didn't come back. I know how much I spent to make sure he's free. Now I was so mad because the first news came that he's dead, because they killed a lot of people that very day. People don't know how Hausa Fulani trying to eliminate us. They will stop a van full of 30 people, 40 people of that faka, hayas, or whatever you call it, or buses. They will take them and shoot everybody to death. People don't know that. We have all this information. We know that. Now, when we're trying to organize something, we make sure we do it in a way that will be safe. But because of that ideology that we put on the air, that whatever you hear from Radio Biafra is truth, any other thing is lies. So our people stick on it. Munuche go on the air and say, all road heads to Umuahia. All road heads to Aba. All road heads to a bridge. Everybody going. But they don't know in our meeting, we condemn it. Sometimes we said our demonstration this time is stay at home. Don't go outside. As we did, even our mama, some people doesn't know. It's a river in Oguta. We did a reunion for Okwea, or we look in the Bayanato as in the Muji, Oguta, my backyard. Owide, which is mini guerrilla from where. So the Fulani trying to kill our boys, especially the gallant ones who will stand when they comes. Because they come outside, they say, no, you can't do anything. This is our plan. Before we go on the air, announce, go out. So that when anything happens, he put on the Facebook, him with the farmer will be making money. And when the one that transferred to Germany, then they will get his own court. And their supreme leader will get the rest. So this is how we get to the point where we are today. Now, I have a lot to say, but let me put this in here in case another question. Now, what happened to Chemefo is what he did of Nnamdi Kanu to the extent that the Radio Biafra International that came up today is because of Uchemefo and Nnamdi Kanu, and started by Uchemefo first. Then Nnamdi Kanu supported it and spearheaded it. Then we get it done. Why did I say that? Uchemefo came, but that time Uchemefo don't have a paper. I did my investigation. Uchemefo don't have a paper as a British or European citizen. I don't care. He's under Aduro. So the British government, you cannot stand in their house and threaten them the way they make the money to feed their own people. You try to stop it. They will not take a life to do. So he signed the agreement based on my investigation. Who else I say I'm wrong? Go and find out. That he is going to dance on their tune. But they will allow him to be there to make his money. This is how he's making, because he's not having a good job to feed his family, to become a wealthy person he wants to be as a human being. So they allow him to do that. That's when he signed that, because he's in a point of deportation. I am a DOS member. Before everything, he gets his papers. After he signed the agreement with British, then they gave him his papers. And if the most powerful force in Britain is MI5. I did my investigation, and one of them spoke to me. That's the people who is after him, and after he signed it, they gave him the papers. But before that, that's when he come to us, said that I think we have to have another radio, that the British government is behind him all the time, and his life and his family is in danger. So if anything happens, so the radio will be available. So we are trying to make available where it's going to be, where it's going to be in Israel, or it's going to be in America. But you know that if it's in America, it is safe. We have law here. The best world, the best country in the world. If you don't like it, go and find out. After America, if there is a heaven, after America, you're going to heaven. If you don't like it, do your investigation, say whatever you want to say. And if you're in this country, you are not, you don't know who you are. You don't know your right and wrong. No country on earth, you will. That is why they arrest Ijele. Because if in America, you go lay force investigation for somebody, force accused to somebody, they must investigate and find out before they do. Because if they don't, there is a lawsuit that's going behind it. And they don't want to go through that. So they will investigate and make sure it's right, then go. And when they go for it, they must going down. As I am today. I don't have no fear. So it's in Arab country, that's why Ijele get his problem. But I assure you, God is alive. He is free, and he will be free. Now, let me go back to the point. So when everything goes down the way it is, Uchemefo getting the pictures and they're sharing the money now, because God is there. Because I want to cut it a little bit shorter so that we can get another point. So now we get to where a situation that the money, after all this uprising, the money is no more coming. That is why Nnamdi Kanu, because you know Nnamdi Kanu is Ikri. You are calling a former governor of Imo State Ikri. The main Ikri is in Nnamdi Kanu. So now the money is not coming the way it used to come. Now he want to cut off Uchemefo which MFO warned him, if you mistakenly bite me, when I'm biting you back, I don't care where I bite you, whether in the ass with the shit or in the head with the hair. In the head with hair. I will bite you more. That is, I will make sure I beat you to death. That's why he's scared. I release the horn in his back arrears and pay him, which will before calm down. But you know, money is a king of evil. That is why our politicians fed us. That is why our elders fed us. And that is why the leaders of yesterday, not the leader of tomorrow, which they young, fed us. And that is why I said the youth of today should never appoint a leader because they will buy him off with money. They will fail if they do that. So that is why I say that. Now, the money of the king of evil, the money is no more coming the way now they cannot want it. Now he trying to cut everybody to become the only beneficiary. This is where UGOCHUKWU is trying to rise up. He could have cut Nandi off out of that deal of Radio Biafra London, but he doesn't have the power because the first stage, the people, the secretary on that Radio Biafra London was Nnamdi Kanu, UGOCHUKWU, Imam Mezu. But they took Nnamdi Kanu and UGOCHUKWU and another guy, if I can remember his name, it's not even Nigerian, it's a lady. But after, they had a meeting and took all these people out. Then you remember Nnamdi Kanu, UGOCHUKWU, and Imam Mezu. So when the greediness come in, then they voted. They have a meeting because that's how you do with the executive parliament. You can vote and take anybody out, and when the vote is there, nothing you can do. So Nnamdi Kanu and UGOCHUKWU voted and take Imam Mezu out of the Radio Biafra London. Now he doesn't have no share on it again. So both of them own it. But now Uche cannot vote to take Nnamdi Kanu out. Nnamdi Kanu cannot vote to take Uche out because it's two people. 1-1. You vote against me, I vote against you. So nothing you can do. The only solution, one person has to kill another person for it to stop or for it to get it. But who owns the transistor? Where is with? Is with UGOCHUKWU in Australia. So he's getting his money. Whatever we should do it, his money is coming. Whatever Nnamdi Kanu doing it, when that is coming, he don't want to stop it. Because if you stop it, you say I'm stopping it because of UGOCHUKWU. Nnamdi Kanu will sue UGOCHUKWU. It's not gonna happen. And his money will stop coming. So you let them fight it out. But the devil behind all these things is UGOCHUKWU. People take note. Now they're fighting to each other. That is why I say let me take some drink before I come to this issue, because it's not an issue of a question to answer the way the people think. And I'm gonna take some refreshment. I'll come back in a second, not a minute. Look at the name and know what it is. Google it and know the name. And then you tell me how much it costs. Okay. Now, the money is no more coming all over the world. I want to put my hand like the way our president in America said, speak. Now, the money coming is no more coming as he create. Now he want to have everything by himself. Now UGOCHUKWU is becoming uprising to him, but he cannot own it because he has one vote. Nnamdi Kanu has one vote, and the people who's supposed to bridge it is UGOCHUKWU. He don't want to bridge it because if he does, his money not gonna come. Everybody looking for his own pocket, not for the struggle. So it's a karma. What goes up must surely come down, and what goes round comes round. That is my first speech. Before I start. Karma is a bitch, and now UGOCHUKWU is a bitch. He can bitch as much as he can. We don't care. But everything is going high. It must surely end because Nnamdi Kanu don't mean good for Biafrans, and UGOCHUKWU is the wicked one who started all those issues. He must come back to him before he go to Nnamdi Kanu. UGOCHUKWU, your own is coming. Thank you. Nenyanya, you're already there anyway. Thank you.
God bless you. So our next question to you, before we now go to conclusion, is this. What really happened that made you to abandon IPOP under the leader of Nnamdi Kanu Or are they the one who sack you as a member?
I abandoned Nnamdi Kanu doesn't mean I abandon IPOB of indigenous people of Biafra, not IPOB of Nnamdi Kanu. When I abandoned Nnamdi Kanu, I abandoned IPOB of Nnamdi Kanu, but I still endorse IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. I still working hard to make sure Biafra is restored. But what make me to do that? People forget that we took an oath. We took an oath. We didn't, but the second oath they took is more dangerous one. They go to the shrine and took it. But the one we took all the, even though before you enter Biafra struggle now, excuse me, the one we took, they changed it now. And I'm one of the pioneers that make them change it. But the first one we took, that most of people took that one too. Most of people take it. It says, I don't have too much time. I can pull it out in my device to show the people who know the first one, not the one they're taking now. The one is the one we changed. The first one. And I told them the day we are, as it says, whoever go against, but that's something we changed about the Nnamdi Kanu issue, which I cannot say, remember it very, except if I put it up. But anyway, but the bottom of the last paragraph says that if you go against the fellow principal officer or a fellow Biafra who fighting assiduously to restore Biafra, that may God wipe you and your family generation away. He didn't even say wipe you, but generation. And that's where we are today. And I stand for it. And the day I took mine with all the executives of DOS, after Nnamdi Kanu took his own at Clifford Iranya house, he's the first person that took it after he was established. After I took it, now the people who took together as the first people, the second person that took it is me, NMARAM UGOCHUKWU, who is speaking to you all on the air today. I'm the second person that took that oath. And I said, heaven will bear me a witness. The land of America will bear me a witness. And the living earth that God created will bear me a witness of the day I took that oath, on the moment, my speech before I took it. I told the DOS members, the powerful men put together, that as I am the first person that took in this oath, I want them, apart from now, they cannot be the first person, but I took it in the Iranian house here in the United States of America. But as I am taking this oath, whoever took this oath after me and before me have taken two oaths. One is by this oath and wife by me or for me. Because what I said, if this oath is late to react, that I, NMARAM UGOCHUKWU, must react to the oath. Because I have come with all my heart, with all I have, and the life of me and my family, as the oath said. Because they will give you the oath to read it first. If after you read it, if you accept, then you go ahead and take the oath. Or you go ahead and take the oath, either in past or in present. So when I read it, I know what is on it. That's why I make that comment. Because I am coming after you if we derail against this, our promises to the gods, to the God in heaven, to the humanity, to the Biafrans, to the living soul, the unborn children. That's why we're taking this oath, to make sure we stick on the righteous and get Biafra get done. Now, when I tell them that, I go ahead and took my oath. That is why I am here today to tell the world the truth, nothing but the truth. What is happening under the IPONC struggle? It is a business entity registered by Nnamdi Kanu and Uchemefo. Other people are out. And if you go back on the broadcast, the day he brought every one of us over, he said, I have bring it now. Reference have endorsed. I have presented this radio to because Wazirike was yari yari, because the radio was established by Wazirike. Now they can hijack it. Now they can say that he hijacked this radio because the money we contributed, they hijack it. Then I tell them, present the money to the Biafrans, then I present the radio. They did not. So I have the radio. Now today, I'm presenting the radio to you. You did, but it didn't change the name, the signatory to Biafrans. That is why it's a private entity. Google it, you find out. Thank you.
You're welcome. Tupu anyị aga to conclusion, or maybe straight to the conclusion. As onye take the oath for the restoration of Biafra, did you have the belief that Biafra is coming? Or the belief by what you have? Or the belief in your spirit that Biafra is coming?
You know, in the Western world where I am today, as my dad didn't go to school, but he's one of the prominent person in my era, or his era, and the era to come. People like him, they don't burn them twice. In my village, the death of my dad is the calamity of what we are going through in my village today. But it's about saying in 10 years, it must come to pass. And everything he said has come to pass. Your hand is clean, nothing will happen to you. And the people like them, when they die, can you kill somebody 104 years? You be there 20 years, you be there 10 years, 50 years, 30 years, 60, 70, 80, 104 years. But the burial is the best burial in the world of my village. I'm saying the world because my word is my village. The only person they bury more than the president, even the president, even more than the governor of Imo State, Obo Eluma of Mbidi. Let's keep it aside. Then then you will know why I said that. But one now, before I answer this question, I get a refreshment again. Before I answer this question, let's go to refreshment. I don't know, Mom, all the two. Judge, you got a area. I brought Biafra money. It's my hard-earned money. And the chop that area, it cannot be like this. This is a custom made, paid custom to make it for me as a Biafran, as freedom fighter.
Confirm.
Look at the name.
So can you do it there?
Oh, go ahead, my brother. Now we go. And as we come back to the poem again, as you refresh your question again, so that people will not forget what the question is.
The question is, did you believe that Biafra is coming? By hearing or by your own self and your spirit?
Thank you. Do you know this is the most important question to answer here today?
Yes. And that's why I kept it as the last question.
I don't think if when I give this answer, you're going to be a last question. Because I guess you're going to tell the viewers who are present and who will listen to it that another segment is coming. Because I never touch the life of Nnamdi Kanu. I never touch the life of Biafrans back home. I never touch even the with US, our lives. Because I come for good, to save lives. But let me answer this question. Yes, in my deep heart, I have some Biafra. My God has shown me Biafra. My God already told me Biafra will come. But what I cannot, I keep on asking God, why are you showing me this, telling me all this, but you never tell me dates? The answer is because he is the God. He holds the touch. He holds the life. He takes life, not your whole co-Biafrans or your co-leader or whoever think that he's going to take your life. That is why I hold that. But I've seen it and I've been it. Biafra will come. But in other way now, to put a comma, as our Heavenly Father put a comma for not telling me the date, I want to ask all those eye punks of indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu, and if you call it in my own of being American, Biafran American citizen, eye punk means faggots. So, and the spelling, instead of O, you put U, that's it. Now, the family of Nnamdi Kanu, who said that Biafra is here, that I know that we're supposed to get it in 2015. If you ask me what I will tell you, we already got it in 2017. When you, that is another program. I will tell you, because if we say everything by whole day, I don't think the data of your own keke and driving will contain it. But anyway, if the family of Nnamdi Kanu and himself, who have been promising Biafra this month, last month, can hold it today,
he never come. How do you think that Biafra will come under Nnamdi Kanu? Let me say it again. Let me make it clear. I said Biafra will come. I said I have seen it. But God didn't allow me to do what? To operate on it. That's why He didn't give me the date. But now what I'm fighting to come on my own regime, not on my children. That's why I'm here today, trying to open your eyes. If, what you call him? The prophet Yahuwah Yashida, the in-law of Nnamdi Kanu. I want you to go back for his latest YouTube with his sister of Nnamdi Kanu, the sister. Yahuwah Yashida is a prophet. I can't sing that rubbish she's singing before he come in. Can tell you by his own mouth, because some people who have been coming against me and against the powerful IPOBDOS of formal, threaten our life. Just a few came to him. Now he's trying to connect it with God. That if you Biafra come before 2007, nothing means that he's not a prophet of God. My brother, this question you asked me, how do you want me to answer it? This is the family of Nnamdi Kanu. This is Nnamdi Kanu himself, the same blood. He's telling you that Biafra is not coming from 2007.
27.
27, my brother. Thank you for making me right. Because why? Nobody is perfect. That is why some certain things I don't want to say about Nnamdi Kanu, and some certain things I don't want to say on air about this Biafra struggle. But I'm saying everything about myself on air because I know I'm not perfect. But trust me, when it comes to Biafra struggle, I am perfect. But when it comes in live living, I am not. So, if his own in-law with his own blood sister can come out and tell us that Biafra is not coming till 2027, that if he's come, which means he's not a prophet of God, and I believe him is a prophet of God, but can I go take it to the bank? No! Their family is fraud. Whenever they don't get what they want, they're supposed to get or they're fit to get, they come against you. I remember that's one thing you said one time. I come to you now. You may like me, you hate me. That's why people hate me. That for the work you're doing for the Biafra restoration, that the Biafra is supposed to pay you. That's one time you made that statement. And it's the same thing, this Yahuda, or Yahuda made. People come against him. Now he take it offended and tell us that Biafra is not coming till 2027. Do you know how many lives we are going to lose from now till 2027? Do you know? Or do you think if Biafra didn't come today, because he never come yesterday? I'm saying today because I am still on my today. In United States of America, this is 2:26 p.m. And Biafra land, it should be, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 8:26 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. But if I'm mistaken, correct me. So the day is gone, which means I can prophesy to you as a disciple, a son of a Biafran, and a Biafran activist, that Biafra is not coming today. So, but I'm not going to tell you tomorrow because tomorrow is not here yet. So he said that Biafra is not coming till 2027. That if he's come before 2027, that he's not a prophet of God. He's not a mouthpiece of the God. But remember, as he quote in the Bible, him, God, and I believe that, speak through we human being, through a prophet, through your dream and through trance. Maybe it can appear to you. That's the three way God can speak to you. And that a prophet maybe is classified as somebody else, being a man of God, or having a dream to come to you, or you yourself having a dream. God will tell you what he wants to tell you. Or God comes as a trance. God can never appear face to face to you. When he appears face to face to you, as he always do to me, he comes as a trance. He knock you out of the world. Then he become in a trance. Then he speak to you and command you. Then you come back to the world and carry out if you want to. Or to your dreams, when you go to dream, he come to you and talk to you in a dreams. If you like, you go through it, or if you like, you keep it to yourself. Or you go through a soothsayer or seer. I don't know. The people that speak English, you can help. Soothsayer is the people who do what? Who see things before it happen, which is like a prophet. You go to the prophet and tell the prophet to come and tell you. That's what he does in the Bible. Tell the prophets to the kings. Tell them what is about to happen and what is happening and what is happening through the prophets. And the kings, they dream. The prophet explain because they have the gift. I'm not going to take it away from them. If the Yahuda prophets, Yahuda, Yeshua Yahuda, said I saw coming 2027. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to go against the prophet? And they said that whoever goes against the prophet goes against the God. Do you want me to go against him? But do I believe what he said? No. But do I against it? Yes. And what am I doing? I'm working to make sure that it's not what he said doesn't come to pass, because we are going to lose more lives. So I believe Biafra must come. But what I'm working on to come on my own generation, not on my children. Thank you.
You are highly welcome, and we appreciate you for today. I don't know if you have, because we have come to an end, I don't know if you have any advice for those Umayabas that are still blind, because when we look at of the stories you just speak to us today, that, I myself, I come to realize that you was a member of IPOP. So that means maybe then you are blind, or maybe then you have been brainwashed. So I don't know which advice can you send across the line for the other victims that are still on the brainwash, or still on the side of blindness, that they can't see, or maybe they see but they can't view. What is your advice for them to also come out freely as you did, and for us to fight? Like me, I would like us to use this energy to hold our representatives, to count on them, hold them very tightly. Like when you take a look, our Mama Junction, and we're a very big disaster. Now that our Mama Junction. When I got the information and the picture, I posted it on Facebook and sent my message across to the local government chairman of office, which happened to be a good friend of mine. And I also sent the message across to government house, to Senator Hope Uzodimma. And as I'm talking to you, I received a call last night.
A lot of people are saying, wait, where's
I received a call last night that the express road from Onitsha to Owerri Road at Aomama Junction are taken care of right now. So I believe if we start to hold this our representative the same way I'm doing, we're going to be answering to our demand. Because when you look at things that is going on in Nigeria today, the youth come out freely, start their process, their protest peacefully, and was making some kind impact that the whole international world was talking about it. Some TV channel was carrying it, bringing it open to the world for them to see that the youth have been suffering and that the youth, they really need change. So that change will start if we, just like the youth, start the process. But also the leader of courtists, because they have changed this IPOB to courtesan. The leader of courtesan of IPOB has distract, destroy, rearrange the free protests that the youth started on their own. And they was making a very big impact. And when you look at it now, you will see that the process of that protest has been going down since Oboso, the leader of courtesan, start to interfere in that matter. So what is your advice to Umayabas that are still blind? I don't want to go out of my question.
Before I go to my advice, I want the youths. When I said the youths, I mean the youths of that generation that living today in Nigeria as we are now, still Nigerian. As I can tell you, I'm not a Nigerian, but under the circumstances beyond my control, I still a Nigerian. I want to play something for them to watch and listen to it. And as I will play, if it's not coming clear, ask me to stop so that we make it right. That will make an argument of whatever I speak here today. Let me start.
A lot of attention on Twitter. A lot of people are saying.
Let me turn the phone on. Hi, before I go there. Sorry. Let me turn the volume high.
4 million people marching in the streets of Paris. We saw world leaders gather.
Let me start it all over, so that people will listen and hear this. So before somebody will deceive you and will tell you what is not the truth, you will understand. I am executive founder member of Indigenous People of Biafra, not IPONC, not IPOB as a group of now being called a terrorist. When we are in struggle, I want you to listen to this and watch it and Google it, you will find it. This is America where I am. For years, some of you are not, even the years I'm in America, some of you are not up to that age or to talk of my age. I'm older than Nnamdi Kanu. Don't look at me as young I am, because I am very, very clean in blood. Even people say it to me. Very clean in blood, very clean in life. That is why God bless me, because I heard it from my generation, being my dad, my mom. My dad died in the age of 104. My mom died in the age of 103. My mom can live 2,000 years. My mom can live 2,000 years if my dad is still living. My mom died because my dad gone. My mom is more healthy, more living, everything, even do everything on her age. Before my dad died, 1 year, it's not up to 1 year, my mom died. And we give them the best, better beneficiary with 10 cows. My mom with 5 cows. Carnival. Go and ask. Investigate. The truth will be out there. I am a clean person. All my life, I never smoked cigarettes. All my life, I never smoked weed. All my life, I never take any kind of drug, which is illegal drug. Because when you call drug, paracetamol, Paradol is under drug. But illegal drug, I never did. I am a clean person. All my life, I always stand for the truth. All my life, and when you come to my community in Imudi, because I'm not hiding where I come from. People don't know. I have my pictures. I have the Bishop. Google me. Google my name. You will see me. You will know me. That's how powerful I am in the whole world. Google my name. You will see my name on Google. I never support wrong. All the problem in my life, I've been in my life today because I'm trying to save somebody else, trying to speak for somebody else, trying to stand for somebody else. For me, when you look at my face, you can never come to me for any bullshit because I'm equal to it. By saying that, I want you to, this is a closing remarks because I have a lot to say, but that will be in another program. Take note, as I will. What I want to show you now, there's another one I want to show you. If I can find it easily. After this, I'll show you that one, but I think I have to make time to find it as soon as possible now, so that after I play this one, you guys will know what is going on. The world don't like us. I've been in America. I love white men. They love me. In a deep heart, they are not good. Because even you, if you are a leader, Nnamdi Kanu cannot mean good to you, what do you think somebody else will do? Whatever they give to us is something that we work with, that will keep us under them. Anything that will make us open our eyes, they will do what? Thwart it or change it, or close it, or kill it. Two language the same, two language the same. Thwart and change is the same thing. Depends how you want to look at it. Kill it or change, or this is the same thing. I know why I'm using that to both languages. Because I lived here. I am one of you. When I was back home, I thought white man is a god. That is why when you see somebody like me in America, you respect me, you bow down for me. Forget that you are bowing down to a fellow human being. That is why we are follow. For me, I didn't follow Nnamdi Kanu because he's in Europe. Because I'm in America, he's in Europe. I'm over him. I'm older than him, and I'm more handsome than him. Because a man doesn't have to look like a woman. If you look at Ezawa, you know, like it's a man, not a woman. Let me come back. Let me stick to the point, because I'm serious now. Whatever they are doing is to make sure we stay under them. They call it white supremacy. But the new generation, even here in the United States, are working to make sure we are freed as a race, black race. My people, continue your struggle, continue your demonstration in a wise way. I don't want no life to be lost or to lose no life. The things happening now, or somebody telling you I am working on the ground because I have already did work on the ground. If I open up, another question will come, but I don't want to, because it's gonna be in another segment. And you're gonna put it, what is that thing that you said you don't want to open up? And I will give you a clue that will help you make the question. How did you meet even a priest in the United States? How do we meet them and their answer and what happened? So then you will know what to ask me, then I'll give you answer. But before that, I want to play this segment or this video for you to know there's no world except the one we are contacted when we are in action that want to go with us, then with what then they reject us for life. We have to work too hard to get them back. That is why Yahuda Yamashia, his own God, told him about 2027. Everything we did went through, Nnamdi Kanu killed it. And to tell you, America is not, no more. We went in, they tried to show face. That is why Trump never make any statement about the Biafrans, because he's the person in the power. I want you to look at this video and listen to it and get it clear.
Finish up.
No, I'm sorry, let me get the right one. No, this is the wrong one. I'm getting the right one. No, this wrong one. Wrong one. I'm sorry. You'll bear with me, because this is I don't know that we are going to come to this kind of, my gosh. I get it before I start. Let me go down. Just every one of you, just bear me a few. Listen, let me put it up now. Okay, now.
A lot of attention on Twitter. A lot of people are saying, wait, where's the outrage of for what's going on in Nigeria? We saw 4 million people marching in the streets of Paris. We saw world leaders gathering there to sort of stand in solidarity with Paris. Where are those calls for the same kind of justice for the people of Nigeria? Help us understand the difference here and maybe why we're not hearing the same level of outrage. Or is there a reason?
Yeah, good morning, Michaela. Yeah, the issue is, the stark difference, isn't it? World leaders, very prominent, linking arms, walking the Champs-Elysees, complete solidarity against this outrage against what happened in Paris, vis-a-vis what we see in Nigeria, which is truly not, it should not be surprising. Look, what's happening in Nigeria is barbarous. It's horrible. I mean, it's complete madness, yet it's not a priority. The United States unilaterally could do almost anything it needs to do. It would be a long-term effort, but it could be done. And the United States has the capability. All the elements of power, we have those.
So why not?
Complete. It's not a priority. That's the problem. We are committed elsewhere in the world. Black West Africa is not a priority. Very stark, very hard to say, but that's the case right now.
My people, I am in America. I am in the best country in this world. But I know what I'm going through as a Black. I know what I'm going through as a Biafran. I know what I'm going through as a Nigerian. I know what I'm going through as coming from my own town, Imo State. To talk of my village, to talk of my own family. I always be on the wrong side of the world. Who am I to blame? Myself or my family that deliver me or bring me to this world, or the God Almighty. But one thing that give me hope going is say that in that book of life, which is Bible, which is the story of us being an Biafran, that your God, your living God, didn't hate you. I never forget you, but I despise you because you left me and worshiped another God. That is why. But in the end, the south, the east, west, and north will come together, and you will inherit everything that comes above and under you. I will restore you that ever been. Do you know why I said this? You had it for yourself. Google it or call me. Look for me. I will give you the full story. Or I send you the video, you watch it and understand. I know it's an English word. Our primary language is not English. But I can understand it not because I go to school, because I live with them. Some of you cannot understand that English. Not that you are not intelligent, not that you are not smart, or you didn't go to school, or you do go to school, one way or the other. You didn't understand it because it's not your primary language. So let me explain what is saying, that America is not interested. The whole world, if you can hear that, the whole world is not interested, especially in Africa, in West Africa, and specific in Nigeria. The same with America. Somebody telling you, the world is behind Biafra. The Biafra is supposed to be here today. The Biafra is coming in tomorrow. It's telling you lie, because we haven't contacted them and give them what they want and say what they want to hear for them to make us their priority. That is why today Amazonians never got their freedom. They're supposed to get their freedom before the end of this year. But there's something. The white people, which is the world, are hiding under black race, West Africa, and especially Nigeria, the king of Africa. Now, let me come. I have another thing I want to show you, if I can find it easily. If I can find it easily, I will show it to you. Then, if you contact me, or I can send it to you, you post it on your own website, because I'm going to post it on mine. I'm going to post it on my Facebook. You post it on your Facebook so that people can go there, listen to this voice, and listen to and read what I'm going to show right now, a little bit before I post it. That before this struggle coming, the white men have already known that the struggle is coming. That this demonstration, I mean to say, that the demonstration is about to come. How do they know this? You can say it's a prophet. You can say it's a soothsayer. You can say it's a dreamer. But how do they know that it's coming? So the point is, if we stand up, we will gain what we will be supposed to have. The world is about to end. But who will inherit the living? I'm not talking about heaven and earth. I'm talking about the children of God to take his possession. Because in what today, the blacks in America are start rising up to know who they are, who we are. But no matter the oppressor, it must come to pass. The same way the whole blacks all over the world are doing now. Now, let me show you this. Tell me this name, Karen McVeigh. I don't know how to pronounce it. If it's German, which means with English. Help me out. I will post it on I'm trying for you to see the name of the person that wrote this or that prophesied this. Then I will post it on my Facebook. Go to Innocent Onyeka Chukwu NMARAM UGOCHUKWU. You will see it on my Facebook, and As I will send it to you, both of the voice and this message to the Facebook, so people will understand where I'm coming from. People sending me death threat. You have to wake up. Know that I'm here to help you, because if you tamper with my life, I will make sure I deal with you. Here is it. Is this name a Biafran name? And is highlighted. They know before all these things come to pass. So how do they know it? Are they God? Are they not human beings like us? Before SARS. And other countries are going to emulate Nigeria youths to do the same. And that is coming. I will post it for you to look at it. So, as I'm saying, Ezawa is here today to talk sense to you people, to make you people that want to die for somebody else, calling a human being like you are supreme. No ever in the earth has happened. And those ones that did it never go free. Supreme leader, nothing like a supreme leader except our heavenly Chukwukikabian. Wake up, ask questions so that you will live long. Ezawo Ijele, Iranya, Momiomio, Otosoro live in Israel. Anemene live in Trinidad and Tobago. My own brother Nlebedim Onyinye, and my friend, a good friend, Oboniyaka, and all the old members of DOS of IPOB never meant evil to you people than to save and make sure Biafra come. Wake up, ask a question. Know that we are your blood. Blood is thicker than water. What you are is what we are looking for. What we are looking for is what we all want, including Ezawa, including anybody that is against evil. As a Biafran, we are told that Yoruba is our enemy. We are told that Hausa Fulani is our enemy. But today we are dying with Hausa Fulani. If you can watch Nnamdi Kanu last interview with the Fani Kaloide and one other professor, I have it here, I could have played it, but we don't have no time. I don't want to go through this. I'm going to play that, or put it in. I will put it on my website or my Facebook site, and I send it to Ezawa, so that all can watch it and see that all things, everything you guys have believed on, is under false protest, under false and lies, not what we stand for, not what we first meant to be. We all who are trying to educate you guys want Biafra to come. But before I continue my speech, Ezawa, I want you to, in the world today, tell world, do you want the Biafra or not?
Good question. Originally in Cameroon, where I was born, they called us Biafra. Condemnation, precisely, they know us there as Biafra. It's only when I travel down to Nigeria and I come to conclusion or to understand that we are Nigeria, not Biafra. So originally, I'm a Biafra, but I don't know the meaning of this Biafra. I am Onye Ndibo. Ndibo is where I come from. I don't know the meaning of Biafra, and Biafra started existing when Ojukwu started to talk about Biafra. Before, what we have is Ndibo. We are from Ndibo people. the ancient people. So, but when the hero of Biafra land or Igbo land, being Ojukwu, declare the name Biafra, fighting for the freedom of Biafra. I'm not that enemy of progress to say that I'm not hoping or praying to see Biafra. But the truth of the matter is this, and the truth is the only thing I'm going to be speaking out here morning, afternoon, and night. The truth of the matter is Biafra is not coming today, it's not coming tomorrow, it's not coming next. If Biafra is coming, Biafra is not the solution of our problem. Because our governors are not Yorubas, are not Fulanese. Our senators are not Yorubas, are not Fulanese. Our representatives, House of Reps, House of Assembly, commissioners, local government chairmen, they are not from Yorubas or Fulanese. They are from our place and they are representing us. So I believe they hold all we need to better or restructure Igbo land. So the best way, the best way is what I have been fighting for is about to manifest. But also bad luck, me I will take Cameroon. Bad luck will cause madu. And when the madu name, madu putraleno, when the your name achi. Can't anything. Yende go na go nya no bad luck. Na carries bad luck. He is my prodigal son, also son of my son. But no bad luck like. He came in with his bad luck, with his cause, and interfere in the peaceful protest that was impacting the whole world. But he wants to be relevant. He's pushing himself so hard to hijack the protest to become the leader of NSAS, no more the leader of IPOP. Or so to answer your question, I'm not waiting for Africa. I'm not waiting for Nigeria. I'm only waiting for the betterment of our living. I'm waiting for the betterment of our living. And the betterment was coming, was already on its way coming when this young youth was doing their peaceful protest. So my answer is this: I'm not waiting for Biafra. I'm not waiting for anything, but I'm waiting for the betterment of my people. And I don't care who God will send, because it's not my destiny. Everybody has his or her own destiny. My destiny is to speak out truth and to stop iniquity, to stop everything that is not allowed to commit. That's my own destiny. But if God can provide the same way He has provided this youth to protest, so that we can have that restructuring. Because believe you me, if those young youth are still protesting up to today, by now the governors, the president, all the representatives, they will be doing an executive meeting. What can we do to stop this protest? Then the youth are going to give out their demands. Not demands of the leader of this group called IPOP that say that they have signed and sealed their demands. It has been signed and said. Zul has fallen. Zul is not falling. He wants to mingle himself now to bring his bad luck. Even the whole news that was carrying it, they was not carrying it IPOP. They was carrying the youth of Nigeria. Even the youth that are doing the protest, they was raising Nigerian flag, not IPOP flag. But now, when you come inside Nigeria, you see that those policemen, those armies, governors, senators, local government chairmen, they are now against IPOP. And they are now pushing the blames to IPOP. So I will never be in support of what I see even 2 or 3 people condemn. And me, myself, I see that they are right to condemn things like that. So even if at all I'm waiting for Biafra, I don't need a Biafra from Oboso or John. I don't need this Biafra. If Biafra is going to kill a lot of people, his Biafra is going to bring disaster in Igbo land, in Biafra land. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your answer. It has been a pleasure listening to you. But be who I am. Be who and what I stand for. You answered it political way. I'm not a politician. I am an activist. I am a freedom fighter, which means I am a friend of anybody that wishes good for any oppressed people. Now, let me come to brotherhood. Let me come closer. As one for you, I'm going to repeat that question again, but I'm going to make some explanation before I ask that question. Being a freedom fighter, being an activist, means you believe and you understand the consequences. And being a good Samaritan and a good person is to know that you're trying and you're willing to help oppressed. Are you, because being a freedom fighter and being an activist, you sign your eyes and your life off for living and for anything happening or whatever is going to happen. But being a good Samaritan, you can utter it anytime, any day. It doesn't matter how you look for it, or being a good person. So let me ask you first, before I come to the second question. Are you a good Samaritan? Or, because you interviewed me, now I'm interviewing you in the short form. This is who I am. This is why people know who I am. Are you a good Samaritan, or are you an activist?
Thank you very much. And like I was saying, or like I keep on saying, I believe I'm just a good messenger. I'm just here to deliver my message. It's not about being good here or there, but I believe wherever that is white is where I stand. So I'm a good messenger. So it depends how you fix it to your question.
Okay. I don't want to go forward. Dear friends, I want everybody to understand a good listener always make a good judgment. Ezawa meant good for you, for your life. That is why he want me here today. Ezawa said that on his answer, he cannot despise Biafra if he comes to be a good one. But if it's a bad one, he's not, count him out. It's okay. That's okay. So you, as a Biafran, you as an Igbo, make sure you know your stand. You support what is right. Because in under political form, Ezawo is trying to support what is right. The good that come about it.
You have hit the point.
Yes. So he doesn't want any one of you to die. But I am an activist who is fighting, and I will stand fighting no matter what it takes. If I die, so be it. If I live, glory be to God. You guys should understand that Azu chekwawa onwe ya or atom. When the fish in a river take care of himself, he finally go to the sea and he take care of himself, he lives to be a big fish. That's what I mean. Or if any fish take care of himself, he grow up to be a big fish. Belief, stay on your belief, but no Biafra is my ultimate. Know that I, NMARAM UGOCHUKWU, I live, breathe, walk, speak about Biafra every day, every time, all my life. I can never back out. I'm not a politician. I can never be a politician. I don't utter my utterance because I want something out of it. I always be plain in my life, all my life, and I will ever be. Let's work together. Make our youths, make Biafran to be a reality. If you can reason. By closing my remarks today, I thank you so much. As our, and I'm looking forward to open a can of warmth, of things I don't have to get to, that I need to get to make sure the youths, my brothers, my sisters are alive to cherish what their God called them on this earth to be. I can start my own, but I will soonest. You can say, why can't you start your own? I will. But my time, I know what I went through to make this time available today. And when I make that time available to lecture you all, you guys will know who I am better than what you know about me. Ezawo is your friend. Ezawo is your father. Ezawo is your brother. Ezawo is your uncle. Ezawo wants your good. Biafra is my goal, and every one of us. Thank you. May God bless every one of us, no matter our differences, as long we want the betterment of our generation. And end of the day, as long we want Biafra to be restored. God bless you. God bless me. God bless you, Ezawo, and God bless Biafrans. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me tonight. Ụmụnne unu afụgonu, anyị kelere our brother so much because ọ dịrị easy. Unu mana ife kwuru ka a na-eme. We wrote a lot of things down based on his speech. And a lot of things in the Kusala. I written down here. And we are going to work on that next time when we have him around, because for sure we are going to have him around again. So I wish you all a peaceful weekend, a blessed tomorrow to come, or yesterday that has gone, a bright future, a healthy life, and inspiration of Chukwu Okabia. I'm here to fight for your rights, to open your eyes, to stop evil, to speak out the truth. no matter who is involved, to always make sure I stand on my lane, because only driving on my lane can only save me. I'm not a leader of any kind of group. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I was sent by UGOCHUKWU through Njaba. Nobody is behind what I'm doing. Nobody is protecting me in what I'm doing. Nobody is sponsoring me in what I'm doing. There is no benefit in what I'm doing. But what I'm doing is my calling, my destiny. And if it happen to be that I die today, I don't think I die in time, because I know a lot of friends that has gone. I know a lot of relatives that has gone. A lot of people that I know that has gone. Some gone with the age of 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, and I'm above all these age numbers that I mentioned. So now, the earlier you start to get things right, the good for you and I. Because some will be wondering, you say you come to save us, why are you forcing us to accept you, to come and open our eyes? You must open your eyes. You must listen to my voice. Because the fearing of Esau is the beginning of your wisdom. I'm the father of you all. When you go to our Mama Junction now, we have leaders, we have kings, we have politicians, we have chiefs, we have youth, community chairmen. None of these people are able to send a message to the government house of Imo State. But I did it through my platform, and the way I compose the message is not harsh, but at the same time is harsh. And those politicians got the message and push it, sending ahead to get to the government house. As I'm talking to you today, when you go to our Mama Junction, you will see that the road is taking place. And whatever I said, he do make it to come to pass, because I'm the only person that was granted both heaven and earth as a Tokinadu king. If say governor of Imo State, Imo State government, for that our Mama Junction, January baby do with them. I told them, January I'm going to start with them. My mission is to bring Nandi also down from now to Christmas. Before Mary, so Wazulika, as a father and as a king, I'm calling you to come out. You must do this as instruction from the Royal Majesty Esau, because nobody refused to do as I said. Because when you refuse to do as I said, you must collect it. Yes. Whether by Ikuku. or by reality. Wazulike, you must come out. If I put the time, this 9 minutes, put the time, you need to come out and explain to Ndibo how you bring Nandi out and what really happened between you and Nandi, and why did you naked Nandi, and to open everything, because we are already at the end bus stop. So we need to bring out everything to make sure there won't be any IPOP existing in the name of Nandi leading them as from next year. Government of Imo State, now the peaceful protests have been stopped, has hijacked by the leader of IPOP. I would like you, or I'm giving you as a command message as the Royal Majesty of Igbo land, Ezebo Wozo. I give you days, I say days. You, Hope Uzodinma, I give you days to come out and address the issues of IPOP. You need to stop the protests of IPOP of destroying, killing, and burning properties in Imo State. When they stand by peaceful protests, allow them, give them their demands, and do what is right. But when they go across the red carpet by going with the flag of IPOP, by going, destroying, burning houses, killing people, then you, government of Imo State, must come out for the people you are leading. I give you days to come and address these issues of IPOP protests in Imo State. Says no more to IPOP protests in Imo State. Says more Abezawo. Says more Second Son. Says more Fearless King. No more protests of IPOP in Imo State. But when they start the process of peaceful protests, no killing, no burning of houses, no stealings, no distracting, then you have to grant them peaceful protests. But when they're going around burning mosques, burning companies, fighting policemen, killing them, seizing their guns, telling you guys that they are going to be worse than Boko Haram, you need to start to look for a black goat in daytime before it is too late. Makambanga agesu. Na for telephone I go dey watch am. I don't involve. Mbaga agesu. Na for telephone I go dey watch am. Because I'm not there with you guys. I bless you all tonight. I appreciate you all tonight. The lover of Esawo, the listeners of Esawo, the followers of Esawo, the children of Esawo. I appreciate you all tonight. And I'm saying, may your days be long. And I'm saying, may your days be long. And I'm saying, no matter the temptation that comes on your way, God is going to prevail. So we are going to stop here, and we tell you guys next week we are going to come back here live and direct, try to cope up one or two things that will open your brain, because our mission is to open your brain for you guys to see and reason as a human being. Ihe a bụ nụ eze ọsụ nụ ha mma, ọsịkwu na ọ bịala nụ. Ahịa keyọna. Ihe a bụ nụ eze ọsụ nụ ha mma, ụnụ ọ bịala nụ. Ahịa bye bye nụ. Bye bye nụ. Bye bye. Bye bye nụ. Onye nwere olibe ego ya o nwere ego olibe ego ya ọ ghara mere ego emesi ọ ga-adị mma, ụwa mgbede ka mma. O nwere ego olibe ego ya emesi ọ ga-adị mma, ụwa mgbede ka mma. Ewe mgbede ka mma, ewe mgbede ka mma, ewe ụwa mgbede ka mma. Pam 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 pam. Ndede ka mma o, ndede ka mma o, ndede ka mma. Onye nwere ndede bụ onye o, ndede ka mma o, ewe ndede ka mma o, ewe ndede ka